Well, so again, we're hearing that at least 2 people are dead, and it's not been confirmed whether they're Ghanaians or not, even though there are the suspicions that they could be Ghanaians.
Following the disturbances yesterday during the
following
game.
the disturbances. And that's very unfortunate.
Shouldn't be
And you know,
happening
there are a lot
in
of Ghanaians
football.
who are resident in Equatorial Guinea because they undertake trade and commerce and are involved in the oil business and the derivatives of the chain of the oil
Amazing.
business.
It's a shame. Shame on Equatorial Guinea. You started a beautiful thing. People were amazed. You had a very short time in organizing this tournament. You put it together in the face of the Ebola scare. Remember, there were issues with hotel accommodation as well. And then finally you pulled it off, only for you to crown it the way that you have. It's a really, really big shame. But let's
Very
look at what is trending in the newspapers. Usually would give you the headlines and the front and back pages of the major newspapers. So here we go with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page banner headline, Conserve Power in the Face of Crisis. That's according to President Mahama. And I would like to say to you, Mr. President, good morning, but we don't even get the power to conserve. That's what you're forgetting. Another story, scam. Australian duped $2 million, 9 in police grip. Stars face the elephants on Sunday. A repeat of Senegal, 1992. And a lot of people have said that, listen, we've been here before. It was Abedi Pele's time, and he failed. Now he's got 2 of his sons to do the job. I don't know what sort of memories would be going on in his head, but his sons have got to do this time around. Back page of the graphic, Stars face the elephant on Sunday. Rosalind Amos Pease, you might want to grab the paper and read. And so it's Black Stars, Black Stars, Black Stars all the way in the graphic.
Front page of the Ghanaian Times, that's a story. Ghana cruise to finals is on the back page. We'll take a look at that soon. But we have doctor caught over 140,000 NHI fraud. ECG releases new load shedding timetable. And we have 1 killed in riot at Kumasi prison. 9 grabbed for defrauding Australia, an Australian investor of some $2 million. How did he get to be convinced?
But you see, the foreigners.
By some 9 young people, aged between 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Yeah, I started reading a bit of the story. One person wrote, you know, like the way you receive emails telling you about a certain opportunity. And then I don't know how
I receive them all the time.
I don't know how the dude just bought into that idea.
A luxury trip, some nice trip. Written that, and the letter was written to me by some Dubai-based doctor, something. I was so entire. I was
because
looking at
because you're handsome.
Then I looked at it. I said, "This one." Shit.
I tell you what, don't fall into some of these things. I mean, these are nothing comes easy. So when you get the emails, think about it.
Unless you find a treasure, that one is easy. When you find a treasure, Charlie. No, Ghana cruise to finals as shameful scenes mar semi-final, and you have the man in the blue polo shirt, the Puma shirts. I love this very shirt. I think I need to go for one, and Puma needs to make this one available at the mall so that we can go and buy. Okay. Ghanaian players in celebratory mood. They couldn't have even celebrated, right? They were not able to celebrate.
And I don't know. I think there's some maturity, you know, like the Black Stars. I just like the attitude whilst play was suspended. I mean, they were standing for almost like 30 minutes or maybe more.
Charlie, they had already done the job, 3-0.
So composed. I mean, I really
but
liked it.
But Cote d'Ivoire will be a tough nut to crack, I think.
They will be. But I tell you what, I think these guys are so determined now that everything and anything is possible. It looks to me they want to prove a point.
Let's see.
Okay, let me do the Ghanaian Observer. Front page, Bawumia blasts NDC, says mismanagement plus corruption equals wahala. AMA boss sues despite Daily Guide others. So AMA boss sues despite Daily Guide others for defamation. NDC youth roots for Kufuor. AMA, IBM support kindergartens with computers, and clashes at Kumasi prisons after fire. 1 dead others wounded. Back page, Amachidede R2Bs, others for F-14 concerts. Okay, and I'm sure you've heard by now the story about Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina. She's on life support, but we're getting the story that they've advised the family that it's time for her to go. So take her off the life support. We'll see what happens. Very sad.
Daily Guide, front page, Minister dumps wife over cocaine saga. And we have KKD escapes bench warrant, pirates kill fishermen, ECG Doomsaw timetable out. And now we seem to have accepted the lexicon. Doomsaw.
No. We refuse to accept it.
Don't neglect herbal medicine, government told. But back page, Ghana whip Equatorial Guinea to book final ticket. And the story by correspondent of Daily Guide in Mongomo, Kofi Owusu Eduenum. And now we have Ghana fans chased out. You have a picture there of Dede. And Dede, are you heading the ball?
Yeah. So if you're off 24 hours and you get electricity for 12 hours, how do you conserve it? Like, seriously? Let me do the Today newspaper front page. Unwholesome meats sold. If you live in and around Santa Maria last stop, please grab the paper.
I'm sure it will be attributed to the Parkart.
The Parkart, yeah. But I think it's advisable not to buy
these
frozen foods, because when the lights go out, do they have a standby that powers the fridge throughout the 24 hours?
I bought lunch yesterday. I thought the stew smelled.
See,
yeah.
So when you're buying, I think when you're buying outside food around this time, please be careful.
So there could be increased food poisoning and things like that. So you just have to be careful. Make sure that the smell is good enough for you.
Exactly.
You feel that it is right.
Yeah.
If you're a man, especially, you don't know how to cook like me, please try to get closer to your partner or your wife or something. Get to know how food smells. So that you can know this one.
Yeah, but you know that there are places where you can point and kill. You know, like when you buy the chicken, instead of the frozen chicken, you can identify some of these places where they would dress it for you there and then. You know, kill and dress for you there and then. I think that one is a better option.
That looks like a Chinese market. You can't go to China, that's a lot of fresh chicken.
Yeah, fresh chicken, fresh goats. I don't know. Yeah,
we'll see how that goes. But something we've all been complaining about, that the Doomsaw should stop, and we're told that power badges will be coming. Well, apparently, $100 million bond holds back power badges, and according to the BNFT, government must cough up a whopping $100 million and put it in an escrow account before K-Power International of Turkey agrees to bring in the 2 power badges that are expected to ease the power crisis. Passengers opt for Kotoka, service providers increase investments. Okay. Those are the stories we have.
Okay. I love this headline. It's in the Public Agenda newspaper. Fixing the power crisis, the paper puts it. Shun mentally retarding explanations, Mr. Minister. Oil and gas platform tells Kwabena Donko in an open letter. You might think that these are harsh words, but guess what? Dr. Kwabena Donko himself had used this on us, and it's coming right back at him, biting him. They describing his explanations to us now also as mentally retarding. Take it, man, and fix the problem. New dates for IMF bailout program set, fund demands a revised 2015 budget, and plan on dealing with oil revenue shortfall. Headlines, front page of the Public Agenda newspaper.
Well, so we have the last paper, Graphic Sports, and of course we have to feature the Black Stars. Now is the hour for Stars to avenge 1992 loss. Oh, okay, I watched that final. It was played at Ziguinchor.
How old was I then?
I'm sure it would have been like 3 years.
Oh, shut it.
Okay. I watched final. Charlie and Abedi was in form, and that day he was in a black suit, red jacket, black trousers, and
as in what, before the start of the game,
and black inner, wearing a black spectacle. He looked like Van Damme, you know. because he was given 2 yellow cards, and
so he couldn't play
in the final.
So that's the story.
And you could hear from the background they were speaking in French. Pelé, you know, he was playing Marcel at the time. Like, he was so good. I did. If he had played that final, would have won. Because you know when he's on the pitch alone, the aura around him, if he makes the opponents so much afraid.
So this is a comeback of, you know, Abedi.
No, but his sons don't play close to him, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but they're still great. I mean,
well, they're okay, yeah.
They fit right in their own shoes, and that's it.
I think the thing about the sons is they seem to have learnt from their father's era, his attitude, and so kind of. So it's almost a blend of the past and the future.
Yeah.
What you didn't do right and what should be done right.
And shame on all of you who were on Jordan. Shame on you. I mean, didn't our captain miss a penalty? But what did he do yesterday? Shame on all.
I had already put a bet. I think on Côte d'Ivoire, so I have to go. I've already. No, my money is already there. Okay. I'm only saying it because
we bring you AM Talk. Up next right here, we're not talking Ivory because I'm certainly not talking about that game with you. Stay with us.
We'll be right back.